Good morning, folks. Welcome to Quantsapp. This is Vicky Sajnani. Let's get started with the morning market brief. 17,955 is where we shut shop, 107 points down on Friday. 0.6% down was Nifty 50 Futures. 1.2% down, close to 1.3%, that is. Nifty Bank Futures was down 41,204, having a tough time after scaling out about slightly above 42,000 mark during the week. So let's see how the SGX Nifty is pointing to this morning. 27 points gain is what we are seeing in SGX Nifty, 17,978, close to 18,000 mark. Again, below that, but so let's see how that pans out and whether Nifty is able to surpass the 18,000 mark today. That's a good question to ask. Well, looking at the charts, 18,200 and 18,500 happen to be the litmus test for the Nifty on the higher side. That is the resistance points. Supports being 17,500 and 17,200. Of course, an intermittent support of 17,800 is also there. So that's how we are positioned, and it's pretty much not clear as of now, but 17,800 cracks, that's when you see pressure on the counter. Well, looking at the futures OI, what we are seeing is there is a short which has come up, but then there is a mix of some longs and short covering, short covering. But typically it's in a short covering cycle, except for interspersed intermittently with some longs. Looking at the OI picture from options, you're seeing 18,000 as a resistance point where the call OI is substantial. And the next major call OI is at 18,500. So 18,000, 18,500 happen to be the two resistance points. And 17,500 happens to be the major support as far as put OI is concerned. Of course, you have a reasonable put OI at 18,000 itself and at 17,800 also. Well, looking at BankNifty Futures, 42,000 thereabouts is the resistance. The next major resistance is at 43,072. Supports being 41,000 and 39,718. A substantial short has come up. But then we have some longs also which have been there around for a while. So it's kind of a mixed bag situation. It depends how it evolves in the coming days. But then for Bank Nifty to be bullish, it has to sustain above 42,000. That's when you'll see a gusto move from the bulls, and bulls participation would be aggressive. Well, looking at the OI picture, 41,500, 42,000 are the two call OIs, substantial call OI out there at the two strikes. And then you have a substantial call OI at 44,000. So that's far away. Supports being 40,500. Of course, 41,000 and 40,500 are the two put OIs which are reasonably high. And then you have 40,000 as a major support zone. Top gainers and losers, JK Cement, Shree Cement, LT, that's Larsen and Toubro are the top gainers on Friday. Biocon, Adani Enterprises, MGL are the top losers. Looking at the index contribution from the sectoral end, you have private banks which contributed negatively, 41.7 points negative contribution. NBFCs minus 15.3 points negative contribution. You had a substantially negative contribution from IT stocks also. So IT sector was minus 34 points negative contribution to Nifty. You had cap goods and infra and oil to a certain degree and cement to a certain degree in the positive territory. Cement, cap goods on the long side as far as build-ups are concerned, sectoral build-ups. PSU banks, Pharma, Bank Nifty stocks, private banks on the short side. Well, there is one stock on the radar, IndusInd Bank. On a breakdown of, 1090 is a support zone. And that's going to be a strong support zone as such. So a breakdown of that could lead it to 1037 levels, which is the next major support zone. So that's how we position it. And on the higher side, you have resistances at 1171 and 1211. So a kind of a bear pressure on this counter as of now, as we speak. But then, as I pointed out, the 1090, 1100 happens to be a strong support zone. So that needs to crack for further downside for this stock. So you're seeing IndusInd Bank, you're seeing a series of shorts which have come in. So that's how we are positioned in this stock. Let's see how the open interest is emanating out of the options open interest, that is. 1200 happens to be a substantial call OI, so that's going to be the resistance. Supports being at a close to 1100 point, so that's the major support of put OI. So you are seeing reasonable put OI at 1160 also. So that's how it is positioned as of now. So 1160 and 1200 are the two resistance levels as far as call OIs are concerned. So there is a substantial call OI at 1160 also and 1200. The other stock on the radar is ONGC. 160 is the resistance, 161 you could count as the resistance point for this counter. It is kind of a little entering in the overbought zone as far as RSI is concerned. The next major resistance is at 171, major support at 140 and 134. So we've seen a series of longs coming in, and there was a just about one small OI of short, but there is a short, there are some shorts in the system. So that's one thing which we have to keep in mind. So we have pointed out 160 as a level, which is a stiff level for this counter, and surpasses that, that's when you can see bulls jump in. Let's see how the positioning is as far as the options are concerned. So you have a substantial call OI at 160. So time and again, we're pointing out 160 is a resistance point as such, 160, 161. Supports being close to 155 and 150. So substantial put OI at 150 strike. Ban list India Bull Housing Finance and Ambuja Cement. Before I wrap up the session, I would like to highlight to you, please consult your financial advisor before trading in derivatives. And also please follow strict stop losses while trading in derivatives. We discussed the two stocks, IndusInd Bank, which we said 1090 is a major support zone for it, and ONGC, where we discussed 161 is a major resistance for it. Ban list, Ambuja Cement, India Bull Housing. Of course, the long build-up was seen in cement and cap goods on Friday. Short build-up was seen in PSU banks, pharma, BankNifty stocks. And of course, we pointed out the trading range, that's a major supports and resistances for Nifty and BankNifty. Well, that's it from my side. Wish you happy trading and all the best. Thank you.